What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video, and I'm continuing doing SSS Veda vlog every day in April. On the calendar today, it asks the question, what's a book that you have read and would recommend? Now, I noticed on my channel I talk about TV watching and music listening and all that sort of thing, but I don't talk about reading a book a lot. Now, I'm not a huge reader. I've never been a huge reader necessarily. Maybe you are, maybe you love reading, but for me, it's never been one of those things. But I can remember back when I lost my sight, I remembered that, wow, I don't even have the option to read now. Like, I can't just go to the library, pick out a book, and read it. Not that I necessarily would have done that, but now I had the option ripped away from me. Back then in 2001, there were books on tape, or what we would now call audiobooks. And so they had these big tapes, and you had this big yellow, like, recorder thing that you had to carry around, and these tapes were two-sided. They had like 14 tapes a book. I mean, if you got a big book, it could have been a bunch of tapes. It was crazy. And so not a lot of book reading happened in my world because of things like that. But nowadays, it's so much easier to get a hold of an audiobook and go ahead and read that. I mean, things like Audible, they offer nearly 200,000 audiobooks. No, Audible's not a sponsor, at least not yet anyway, but they offer a ton of audiobooks. And so you can get that on your iPhone, on your Android, and listen to that audiobook anytime, anywhere, and it's much simpler. So if you're an avid reader and you've recently lost your sight, hey, audiobooks are fantastic, and don't let anybody tell you you're not really reading the book because you're listening, because trust me, you're really reading it. You get the unabridged version, it's just as big and just as long, and now you don't have to carry around that big yellow tape recorder like I did way back in the day. But the question again is, what book would you recommend? Now, I've read a few books. I read a lot of fiction books. I like John Grisham, that sort of thing. But one book that I read that my wife and I went through together is called The 5 Love Languages. It's by Dr. Gary Chapman, and he's a Christian author, if that makes a difference. But basically, it gives you 5 love languages that most everybody falls into. And I won't go into great detail, but let's just say that that book was so helpful in understanding how my wife expressed and received love, how I expressed and received love. It's a great book. If you get a chance, go out and get The 5 Love Languages, because I know that you'll really enjoy it, and especially if you have a spouse, somebody that you're dating, something like that, and even for your kids, for those of you who are parents, it's a great book. Check it out, The 5 Love Languages. Hey, my question to you today is, do you love reading? What are ways that you enjoy getting a good book? And what kinds of things do you like? How do you listen to those audiobooks? What's your favorite way? And do you remember the big yellow tape recorders that we had to use? Oh, I'd love to hear about it, and I know everybody else would as well. So let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you liked this video, if you found it encouraging, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with somebody you know, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss another single video. And until next time, remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Derek Daniel from lifeaftersightloss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.